And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And seeing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about to get underway, getting the nod on the mound, Bowden Francis.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Victor Robles stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. Just off the outside corner. And now 3-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Varsho sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now Scott Servais lined up for the Seattle Mariners. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Jorge Polanco.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at-bat at a time.
He swings and fouls one off. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Dylan Moore in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Fires over to Guerrero, and that will end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, today's starting pitcher, George Kirby. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball. That one misses. And now 3-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one down.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
One out, base is empty. And the righty deals. Line drive. Out. Number 2. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Anthony Santander.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the right fielder,
Anthony Santander at the plate. Big time power. And that one fouled off. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 0-2. High fly ball, right field. On the move. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. And a good eye there. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Righty delivers.
at the ball. Cancel.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Luke Raley, the next to hit.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That one missed.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Second inning here, no score. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 3-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
At the belt and fires. In the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. One down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Homered last night, added another hit as well. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
Right through there for a strike. Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That misses. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at first, one away. Just missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Here comes a pitch. Hard hit, right side. Off balance feed, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. And the pitch. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Kirby, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One out.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one not close. 1-0. The pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a base hit into right center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. There's the strike. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 straight.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Raley racing over to make the catch.
Batting it, the left fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. Ball one low. Kirk off of first with 2 away. And another ball.
2-0.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3. Dalton Varsho in the on-deck circle. Right-hander kicks, deals downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So 2 down, and now it's Dalton Varsho.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hauls it in to end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And we're back out of the 3rd inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Austin Shenton. Francis back to work. And that's outside. Ball 1. Shenton in his rookie season, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019.
1-1.
He was late there, strike 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Righty to the plate. To the right side. Steps on first for the out. So up next, J.P. Crawford. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Ball 1. And he pumps in a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Top of the 3rd, no score. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. Nobody left for Seattle. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. A line to kick the pitch. Just missed. On the ground out to short. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. up and in, and that's ball one. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. That clips a corner. And that's in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That to right. Settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Raley sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Start of the 4th, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Victor Robles.
And the pitch. On the ground, Bichette. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Next offering away upstairs. And strike 2.
So far, all we've seen him is some batter fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
4th inning underway, no score. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. And been pounding in the fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls off the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you could tell that hitter was just overmatched.
And it's fouled away. And here it comes. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
On the ground to short. A dive. He's got it. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back now in Toronto. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Breaking ball inside. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And stepping in is the speedy Ernie Clement. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. Inside, just missed. The line of the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And another ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he deals. Swung on, belted. That one's back. Bangs off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And at second with one away, Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That one catches the corner for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Right side, Canzone under it, and there's two down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter.
Designated hitter.
In the air, left field. Raley drifts towards it, brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. One left for Toronto, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the fifth, and now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Inside.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Kicks and deals. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Go-ahead run on base. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Flied to right his first time. Swings and misses. That's strike one. And he takes a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next offering upstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So digging in, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Raleigh over at first with 1 away. There's a swing and a drive. Varsho going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next is the third baseman,
Austin Shenton digs in now. That misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball. No strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Rocketed out towards right center. Varsho keeps the grab on the run. Mariners lead 1, and we're still knotted at 0. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays.
the left fielder, George Springer.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, these Jays need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Hard on the ground to first. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting. The second baseman, Andre Jimenez.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. set for the top of the sixth. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. Polanco goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch.
Whoa. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The pitch. Drilled to right. Way back there. And that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now here is J.P. Crawford. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. And that one fouled off. On the ground to third. Clement. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Victor Robles.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's Victor Robles. First offering, and it just misses.
No strike.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
Bunting for a hit. Clement over to first. And the bunt doesn't work out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
2 outs. Out to short. Bichette on the run. Throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch, and he just misses. Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up next. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Careful.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Swinging a foul straight back. And the righty deals. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. The Blue Jays trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Popped up. Polanco has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now back, the right fielder, Anthony.
Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake ball, do something to break it up.
The pitch. And there's the strike. And there's a ball.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And it remains 1-0. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, number 29.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Dylan Moore.
The first baseman, number 25, Dylan Moore.
The pitch. Outside low. And that's ball one. Action in the pen down there. Chad Green, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Sandlin getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
2-0 to Cal. Here it comes. And a good eye there. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now, Cal Raleigh. Move to first. Back in there standing. Off the mark there. 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag. out at second.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Now the left fielder, Luke Raley. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Whips it across. That's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Third baseman.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Gabe Spire appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Munoz also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's 1-1.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. Base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
So the tying run at second. Now 1-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Righty delivers. And he chases a high fastball there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Here comes a pitch. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Bases loaded, nobody out. And the batter is George Springer. Golden opportunity right here. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Way high with that one. And it's 1-0.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And fouled off. With the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
A bunt, and it's popped up. Takes it to the bag. That's one. Over to first, safe.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. 0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
And a pitch. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Base hit. 1 run is in. A second scores as well. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. George Kirby gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher on now, Trent Thornton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So first and second with 2 outs. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Ball 1, no strikes. First and second, 2 down. That one ripped. And that's just foul. Right-handed reliever.
1-2.
Way inside. Two on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Two outs. And another ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. 1 run across. Another comes in to score.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. Got him swinging. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Mariners 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yimi Garcia.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 63, Yimi Garcia.
Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone.
The right fielder, number 8.
The M's in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a pitch.
Ball,
Just
outside.
missed.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-0. And that one is inside. Late on that fastball.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Here's the third baseman, Austin Shenton. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. The Jays leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
That's to third. Sneaks through. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Polanco, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The 0-1. Swings through that. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Shenton stands at first with one out. That one well upstairs. 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. In there, and it's 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Two outs. Strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One left for Seattle, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 52. He's making his second appearance of the season. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3 true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
No ball, one strike.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Kicks and deals. That one missing inside. And a pitch. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two on the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Clement in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. Stays alive.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. That's in there. That's strike one. Into center. Rodriguez settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And first offering is fouled off. Hoffman, a 6'5" righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. And takes low for ball one.
1-1.
And the right-hander deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these up.
Rodriguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
No strike.
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And that one missing low.
2 balls. No strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Up the middle, and that chance handled to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 25, Dylan Moore.
So it's their last chance in this one. Dylan Moore now at the plate. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
The Mariners down to their final strike. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Man at first, and now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners. Cal Raleigh just missed. Moore, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two outs. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Next offering misses, and the count's full.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
3-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. That's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, dude. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.